is less than 150 per year, we know that we kill each other at a higher rate. So I'm not debating that there are not factors at play, but because I've lived the experience as a Black woman losing my father to be murdered by a Black man walking down the street. By the way. No worries, thank you. But walking down the street in inner cities and different things, knowing that it's more likely that my own brother will rob and rape me than a white man or a white officer, we got to be real.
What's your proximity to white men in the south side of Chicago? Are there even white men around to rob and rape you at the same rate that there are Black men?
There are white men around
at the same rate.
There wasn't a lot of Black people in there, but then that doesn't justify the fact that we're destroying each other. So even if we get nothing, like we
can agree on that.
Okay, because I feel like a lot
nothing
of times
justifies.
Like, well,
I'm not a liberal. I'm not a liberal.
Okay, well, I will say that people that sometimes have your stance that are against conservatives, maybe they have this claim that they're making up the numbers. We know that we do that to each other. So I want to get to the root of the issue. Why are we killing each other? I think the root of the issue is we've lost our values and we've lost our resilience as Black people. We sit there and we talk about what the white man did, and we talk about slavery and everything like that, but we have no self-accountability and say, you know what, at the end of the day, that is my Black grandmother, that is my Black sister, you are my Black sister, and you know that a Black man is more likely to rob you or commit some type of crime against you, and that's what we need to get down to the issue of. And like you were talking about earlier, like, hey, well, what's going on? You know, what do you think the answer is to one of the brothers that were speaking? I think it's a breakdown of the family. I think, like he said, because of our poor.
Maybe our values was stolen and we was given a bootleg version of the values, and maybe we didn't just lose it. It just lost it somewhere. Well, I can't find my values. The motherfucker got lost.
But also, like, this whole, like, it's exactly what Jared just said is exactly what kills her entire argument. And you're not ever going to be allowed to get to this part of the conversation with something like this, because her stance of there is nothing that is going to more likely harm you than another Black person is false, right? Because if you are a Black person living in this country and you don't have health care, that's more likely to kill you than any Black person who you could encounter in your lifetime. If you are a Black person who lives in a place like Patterson, New Jersey, where people still don't have water after a main line break, and who knows what that's going to look like when the water comes back, or if you live in Flint, or if you live in Newark, or if you live in any of these places where the water is overwhelmed by lead, guess what? Your bad water is more likely to kill you than the person who lives in your neighborhood. If you are working in a job that refuses to pay you for your time and to actually give you the necessary wages that you need to live, so now you live on the street, which you have to do in the wintertime, the weather that you have to deal with as you are fighting the system is more likely to kill you than the Black person in your neighborhood. This is bullshit.
Message.
Word to Derek Bell.
Absolutely. Yeah. And then, by the way, we're seeing this. The political cousins of this sister are running all over Washington D.C. right now, getting plenty of news coverage saying the same thing. Thank you, Donald Trump, for sending the National Guard in. We're destroying ourselves. People should.
Wow,
it's great that they're sending the troops in. Thank you very much. I mean, it's
get these niggas off the street.
I mean, that's what they're saying. That's at least that's what the news is happy to give time to. I should say, because I know there are others out there protesting and doing whatever and making the appropriate arguments. But I'm just saying her argument that we're seeing here is alive and well in the streets of DC.